Welcome to Space Mysteries, your trusted source for breaking headlines, global insights, and sharp analysis from around the world. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. In the stillness of early morning, Northern California was jolted awake this week by a powerful magnitude 7.0 earthquake that struck just off the rugged coastline. The suddenness of the quake shattered the calm, sending shockwaves not only through the ground but through the hearts of everyone living in the region. The tremor's force rippled outward, stretching from the Oregon border all the way down to the bustling streets of San Francisco. Buildings swayed, windows rattled, and nerves were tested as the Earth's energy made itself known. For many, it was a terrifying reminder of nature's unpredictable power. Just as the city began to settle and a sense of calm started to return, a second, smaller quake struck the same region within 72 hours. This aftershock reignited anxiety, leaving residents on edge and wondering if more tremors were yet to come. These back-to-back quakes served as a stark reminder of the ever-present seismic threat that defines life in the Bay Area. The region sits atop a web of fault lines, and every jolt is a warning that the ground beneath is alive and restless. The events quickly dominated news cycles and became the main topic of conversation in homes, workplaces, and schools. Millions were forced to confront their vulnerability as the reality of living in earthquake country hit home once again. The first quake was a powerful main shock, shaking the region to its core. The second, a sharp aftershock, was proof that the danger hadn't passed. Emergency responders rushed to assess damage while residents braced for possible further shocks. For many, these events were a real-world test of preparedness. Earthquake drills and emergency plans, once just theory, suddenly became urgent action. Families checked their emergency kits, and communities came together to review safety procedures. From remote coastal towns to the towering high-rises of San Francisco, the shaking was a shared experience. No one was untouched by the tremors, and the sense of community grew stronger in the face of uncertainty. People reached out to loved ones, checked on neighbors, and swapped stories of where they were when the quake hit. Social media filled with first-hand accounts, photos, and videos as the region came together to process what had happened. The tremor's impact rippled through daily life. Grocery shelves emptied, gas stations saw long lines, and families gathered around televisions for updates. In those moments, the entire Bay Area was united in a collective awareness of their shared vulnerability. In California, the ground is never truly still. The constant threat of earthquakes demands respect, vigilance, and readiness from everyone who calls this place home. Preparedness isn't just a suggestion, it's a way of life. This week, that lesson was impossible to ignore. As the sun rose over the Bay Area, residents reflected on the events, reminded once again that living here means always being ready for the Earth to move. The earthquake's source was the Mendocino Triple Junction, a remarkable and volatile point on the map where the very foundation of the Earth is in constant motion. This is a place where three massive tectonic plates, the Pacific, North American, and Gorda plates, converge just off the coast of Northern California, creating a geological hotspot that is both fascinating and dangerous. Here, these plates grind, collide, and slide past one another, making the Mendocino Triple Junction one of the most seismically active and closely studied regions in all of North America. The main earthquake struck along the Mendocino Fault, a critical boundary where the Gorda and Pacific plates move in a strike-slip motion, scraping and jostling side by side. This chaotic intersection of plates builds up immense geological stress over time, which is eventually released in sudden, powerful bursts, what we experience as earthquakes. The Gorda Plate in particular is squeezed eastward beneath the North American Plate, a process known as subduction, while also being pushed southward against the Pacific Plate. This relentless pressure creates a tangled web of faults, each one a potential source of future earthquakes, and adds to the region's seismic complexity. For decades, scientists have warned that this region is capable of unleashing major quakes, and the recent seismic events were a textbook example of these predictions coming true. Unlike the more familiar linear San Andreas Fault, the Mendocino Triple Junction is a dynamic, ever-changing zone, where the direction and intensity of seismic activity can shift rapidly and without warning. When energy is released here, it doesn't just stop, it can transfer stress to neighboring faults, priming them for future earthquakes, and increasing the risk across a much wider area. These earthquakes are not random events, they are part of a relentless, ongoing geological process that has been shaping, reshaping, and defining California's landscape for millions of years, reminding us of the powerful forces at work beneath our feet. Within moments of the first quake, California's emergency systems activated. A tsunami warning was issued from southern Oregon to the Bay Area, triggering sirens and evacuation orders in coastal towns. Governor Newsom declared a state of emergency for Humboldt County, speeding state resources to the epicenter. BART and other transit systems halted service for safety inspections, while public agencies launched their protocols. Authorities provided clear, timely updates, helping prevent panic and ensuring orderly evacuations. When monitoring confirmed no tsunami, the warning was quickly lifted and residents returned home. The response showcased California's investment in preparedness, rapid alerts, coordinated agencies, and effective public messaging. While earthquakes are unpredictable, the human response can be swift and organized. For millions, the shaking was a jarring, unforgettable experience. Near the epicenter, residents described violent jolts and rolling waves that made standing impossible. In San Francisco, high-rises swayed, amplifying the unsettling motion. Homes rattled, pictures fell, glassware clattered, and furniture slid. In stores, items tumbled from shelves, and daily routines ground to a halt. People instinctively dropped, covered, and held on, putting safety drills into action. Children in schools experienced their first real earthquake, turning practice into reality. Afterward, phones lit up as people checked on loved ones and shared stories. Neighbors gathered outside, united by the shared shock. Even after the shaking stopped, anxiety lingered. Every creak or rumble brought a fresh jolt of fear. The experience was a powerful reminder of nature's unpredictability and our own vulnerability. The main quake was only the beginning. In the hours and days that followed, the region was gripped by uncertainty, as the earth continued to tremble beneath their feet. Dozens of aftershocks followed, some strong enough to rattle nerves and send people rushing outside. Each jolt was a stark reminder that the sequence wasn't over, and that the landscape and lives remained unsettled. USGS scientists worked around the clock, analyzing seismic data as it poured in. Their findings revealed that the Mendocino fault rupture had shifted stress onto nearby faults, changing the balance deep underground. Of particular concern was the northern San Andreas fault, now slightly closer to a future rupture. This fault, infamous for past disasters, had just become a bigger question mark for the future. California's faults are interconnected. Like dominoes, one quake can set up others to follow. A single event can trigger a chain reaction, making the entire region more vulnerable. By studying these complex interactions, scientists refine seismic risk models and identify new hazards. Each quake teaches them more about how stress moves through the earth and how to better predict what might come next. The aftershocks and stress transfer highlight that California's seismic hazard is always evolving. What was safe yesterday may not be tomorrow, and communities must stay vigilant. Each quake is part of a larger, ongoing geological story, one that stretches back millions of years and will continue far into the future. For scientists, these events are a natural laboratory, offering rare insights into the planet's inner workings. For the public, they are a powerful reminder that the end of shaking is just the start of a new period of risk and adaptation. The ground is always adjusting, and so must we, by preparing, learning, and staying ready for whatever comes next. A major offshore quake always raises the specter of a tsunami. The magnitude 7.0 event triggered an immediate warning, prompting evacuations along the coast. Coastal buoys and tide gauges monitored for abnormal waves. When none appeared, the threat was lifted. The reason? This was a strike-slip quake, with plates sliding past each other, less likely to displace enough water for a tsunami. Subduction quakes, where one plate thrusts upward, are the real tsunami makers. Still, the alert was a vital drill, testing public awareness and emergency systems. The Pacific's history is filled with devastating tsunamis, so caution is always warranted. This event reinforced the need to know evacuation routes and heed warnings without hesitation. For coastal residents, tsunami readiness is as essential as earthquake preparedness. Despite the quake's power, damage was surprisingly limited. The epicenter was offshore, sparing major cities from catastrophe. Humboldt County towns saw cracked plaster, broken windows, and toppled chimneys, but no widespread destruction. Economic losses were estimated below $100 million, mostly minor repairs and lost inventory. No major infrastructure was damaged, and power outages were quickly restored. Public transit and attractions reopened after inspections, minimizing disruption. The region's resilient infrastructure played a key role in limiting the impact. The quake's location made all the difference. Had it struck under a city, the story would be far grimmer. It's a reminder that magnitude is only part of the risk. Location, depth, and construction matter just as much. These earthquakes were a real-world test of California's culture of preparedness. The public's quick response, taking cover, evacuating, checking supplies, showed the message is sinking in. Families reviewed emergency kits and plans, while early warning systems like Shake Alert gave precious seconds to act. The tsunami warning system also worked as designed, alerting people to potential danger. Modern building codes and retrofits limited damage, proving the value of investing in resilience. Preparedness is a shared responsibility, from households to government. The key lesson: readiness is ongoing, not a one-time task. Complacency is the real danger in earthquake country. By learning from these events, Californians can better face whatever comes next. As aftershocks fade, Northern California is reminded that seismic risk is a permanent reality. These quakes were part of a story millions of years in the making, offering scientists new data but no predictions. Every Californian lives in earthquake country. Hazards exist all along the coast, not just near famous faults. The constant movement of tectonic plates means stress is always building somewhere. The future of safety lies in science, technology, and public education. Early warning systems and stronger buildings will help, but the most effective tool is a well-informed public. The lesson is clear, the ground is restless, the risk is real, and preparedness is essential. In California, being ready isn't optional, it's a way of life.